As a mother of two, Katie Bates Clark, star of Bringing Up Bates, has been living life to the fullest. On September 29, 2024, she gave birth to Harvey, her second child. Katie has since kept a journal of her activities with her expanding family, but after taking baby Harvey to the hospital, the 24-year-old mother startled a lot of her fans. Read on to find out what transpired. Talking about Bates, what's Katie Bates doing now? Like many of her siblings, Katie is increasingly becoming an influencer on social media. The star of Bringing Up Bates has been promoting a variety of goods, from home goods to baby supplies. Another major factor in their decision to move to Tennessee was Katie's strong support of her husband's musical endeavors. Before buying their own home last year, they rented a house in Tennessee for a few months. Katie just returned from a beach vacation with her family. However, in the midst of all the good, many were taken aback when Katie revealed that they had recently visited the hospital for baby Harvey. Katie sends baby Harvey to the hospital. Katie Bates Clark recently explained why she sent baby Harvey to the hospital on Instagram stories. The star of Bringing Up Bates claims that she scheduled an echocardiography for Harvey with a cardiologist, and that they were grateful for the positive findings. Katie went on to say that her father-in-law recently had open heart surgery due to a genetic heart problem. Due to this, they wanted to be sure that baby Harvey didn't inherit the condition. Travis did not have the disease, according to his test results. Harvey's heart valves are perfectly normal and problem-free, she added. Grandpa, in particular, is relieved and appreciative of this fantastic news. God is really wonderful. Bringing Up Bates. Will Katie Bates do the same for Haley? In addition, several fans respond to Katie Bates Clark's post about newborn Harvey on social media. A lot of people wanted to know if the star of Bringing Up Bates would also have her daughter Haley examined. Some, however, believe that the genetic problem might exclusively affect the Y chromosome, meaning that only males could inherit it. In any case, a lot of admirers continue to want Katie and Travis to examine Haley in the same way. It's possibly either a genetic issue with the Y chromosome only, or that it's much more likely to be passed down in men. Although I'm interested in that myself, it's much more prevalent in men than in women, so perhaps that's why they only tested Harvey. In fact, both my husband and his siblings suffer from this illness. My sons will eventually need to get tested. My daughter was born with a different cardiac disease and had rigorous testing, so we know she doesn't have it. This was really before my husband was diagnosed. It's most likely a Y chromosome characteristic. It might just be transmitted through the father. It's an excellent query. For additional news about Bringing Up Bates, the Bates family has never been strangers to heartache. But nothing prepared fans for the latest emotional storm surrounding Bringing Up Bates star Katie Bates Clark. The young mother who welcomed her first child, baby Harvey, in June 2023 with husband Travis Clark, recently shocked fans after revealing that her baby had been rushed to the hospital. What began as a seemingly ordinary day quickly turned into a nightmare that left the entire family in tears and fans praying for Harvey's recovery. A frightening turn for the Clarks. Katie has always been transparent with her followers, using her YouTube channel and Instagram to document both the highs and lows of new motherhood. But when she went silent for several days, fans sensed something was wrong. Then came the heartbreaking post. We had a scary few days. Harvey wasn't himself, and things escalated faster than we ever imagined. We ended up in the hospital, and it was the most terrifying moment of my life, Katie wrote, her words trembling through the screen. She didn't immediately share details about what caused the emergency, but her emotional tone sent alarm bells ringing. Within minutes, thousands of messages of support flooded the comments section. The symptoms no parent wants to see. According to Katie, baby Harvey had been unusually fussy for several days. She and Travis initially thought it was teething or a minor cold, something all parents encounter. But then things changed. He wasn't eating like normal. His breathing sounded strange, and he had this weak cry that just didn't sound right, Katie explained in a later vlog. When Harvey's temperature began to climb and his lips appeared slightly bluish, the couple didn't hesitate. They called their pediatrician, who instructed them to rush Harvey to the emergency room immediately. For any parent, those words are enough to make the world stop. The long night at the hospital. The Clarks arrived at a Tennessee Children's Hospital late that evening. Katie described the experience as a blur of panic, doctors, and prayers. Nurses whisked Harvey away for tests, leaving the couple clutching each other in the waiting room, both in tears. "I've never felt so helpless," Travis admitted. "You'd do anything to take their pain away, but you can't. You just have to wait." Doctors ran blood work, chest x-rays, and oxygen level tests, fearing an infection or respiratory distress. Hours crawled by before they finally got some answers. Harvey had developed a severe respiratory infection that had caused his oxygen levels to drop dangerously low. The medical team decided to keep him overnight for observation and treatment, hooking him up to oxygen and IV fluids. Katie's emotional breakdown. In a video filmed a few days later, Katie opened up about how fragile she felt during the ordeal. "I just lost it," she confessed, wiping away tears. "When they put the oxygen mask on him, I broke down. Seeing your tiny baby with tubes and wires, it changes you. You realize how precious every single moment is." Fans flooded the comment section with love and encouragement. One follower wrote, "Katie, you're such a strong mom. Don't ever blame yourself for something you couldn't control." Another said, "God has his hand on little Harvey. He's a fighter." The words of support seemed to give Katie strength as she thanked fans for their prayers, adding, "You'll never know how much it means to us." Family rallies around. The Bates family wasted no time in showing up for Katie and Travis. Her sisters Josie, Carlin, and Aaron reportedly stayed in constant contact, while Mom Kelly Jo Bates dropped everything to drive out to help. A family insider shared, "The Bates family is tight-knit. When one of them hurts, they all hurt." Kelly Jo was right there holding Harvey and praying over him. Even though the Bates family show Bringing Up Bates was canceled by YouTube in 2022, their bond continues to inspire fans who have followed their lives for years. Many said seeing how the family pulled together reminded them why they loved the Bateses in the first place, for their faith, unity, and genuine compassion. Harvey's recovery. Thankfully, after a few tense days, Harvey's condition began to improve. Doctors confirmed that he responded well to treatment and would make a full recovery. Katie shared a sweet update alongside a photo of Harvey sleeping peacefully in his crib, a tiny hospital bracelet still around his wrist. "He's back home, and he's smiling again. I don't think I've ever been so thankful just to hear his laugh." Fans breathed a collective sigh of relief. One commenter summed it up perfectly. "That little smile healed all our hearts." Katie reflects on the scare. Once the dust settled, Katie decided to turn her fear into something meaningful. She shared a heartfelt message encouraging other mothers to trust their instincts. "If something feels off, don't wait. You know your baby better than anyone. I'm so grateful we took him in when we did. I don't even want to think about what could have happened otherwise." Her words struck a chord with many parents who admitted they sometimes doubt themselves or fear being overly cautious. Katie reminded them that no parent can ever be too careful when it comes to their child's health. A renewed faith. Through the crisis, Katie said her faith was tested but also deepened. She spoke about praying nonstop during those sleepless nights in the hospital and how she felt a calming peace despite her fear. "There was this moment at 3 a.m. I was holding his hand while he slept, and I just whispered, 'God, please let me keep him.' And right then, I knew we weren't alone." Travis echoed that sentiment, saying the ordeal brought them closer as a couple. "You realize what really matters," he said. "It's not the house, the money, or the plans. It's moments like these that remind you of how fragile and beautiful life is. Fans react with love. Since her post, Katie has received an outpouring of love from fans and fellow reality stars. Messages from friends in the Bringing Up Bates and Counting on circles filled her feed, with many offering prayers and sharing similar experiences. Some fans even started the hashtag prayers for Harvey, which quickly spread across social media platforms. The overwhelming response seemed to touch Katie deeply. She later posted, "Reading your messages reminded me how powerful community can be. Thank you for standing with us." Looking ahead. Now that Harvey is healthy again, Katie and Travis are focusing on gratitude, family time, and slowing down. Katie admitted that she's learning to balance motherhood with self-care and not to take any day for granted. "We're just soaking up every cuddle," she wrote. "This was our reminder that tomorrow isn't promised. Hug your babies a little tighter tonight." As she continues sharing her journey online, fans can expect Katie to keep her signature honesty, raw, emotional, and deeply real. The hospital scare might have shaken her, but it also revealed her strength as a mother and the depth of her love for her son. A family united by love. In the end, this terrifying chapter became a testimony to faith, resilience, and the unbreakable bond of family. Through tears, fear, and prayers, Katie Bates came out stronger, not just as a reality star, but as a mother who fought for her baby's health with everything she had. And as baby Harvey's sweet smile lights up their home once again, fans can't help but feel part of the story, cheering for a family that reminds us all what love and faith can overcome.